Hi everyone and welcome back to Kate Walker's journey in Syberia 2. As you probably noticed by now, we haven't started in exactly the same moment that we've left off in the previous episode, and let me quickly explain why that happened. Basically what it is, I have had a problem with recording. So I did a couple of things and then I realized it's not recording as it should. I had to go back, but obviously I haven't had the save that I've used recently. So all in all, I am a bit ahead from the last episode. Basically what I did, as we spoke previously, I knew there is some way I have to get the monk distracted, so I can put his clothes on and try to get up there as a male. I went to the shop opposite the train station in Romansburg and I got those three bird calls, which basically are whistles that just imitate birds noises. So then we go to the monk, we distract him. I think by using the silver one he will think it's Merula Alba and we'll be able to grab one of those clothes. I think I did remember right.
You hear? You hear? The Merula Alba. It is calling to me. Calling to me.
Of course it's calling to you. So now let's grab the clothes. And the good thing about this is that we don't have to go all the way back to the train just to get changed. Kate's actually happy to do it here. And now we will be let in to the monastery itself. What I did in the monastery when the recording failed the first time, I just spoke to one of the monks. They agreed to take Hans Voralberg to take care of him. And I think I did speak to Hans Voralberg as well. He seemed to feel a little bit better, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself again. So if you're interested, just watch. And I'll promise that I'll try not to screw anything up with the saves again, or with the recording. So this guy doesn't want to talk to me because obviously I'm a woman, so I will just skip that. We found some sort of... God knows what it is. That's everything I can do here. I think it gives temperature to this pot in here. And it looks like a melting pot, maybe? I'm not quite sure what it's gonna be used for. I haven't gone that far. Then we go straight to the main monk, which I cannot remember. Oh, it's a patriarch. Yes, his name is a patriarch, or his status is a patriarch. So let's go and speak to him, and he will eventually agree to take Hans Voralberg into care. I'm guessing that means it's 3 o'clock. I think he was somewhere here. I will not skip the entire conversation in case you want to hear it. I'll just keep it going. I won't be commenting on that. I'll probably give you my thoughts on the entire thing once I'm back at the point where I left off. The interesting thing I've noticed here, we've got those two paintings here. They're very similar. Actually, they're exactly the same, just facing the opposite directions. And I think
this is really amazing work all the same.
I will be able to do something here at some point, but definitely not yet. So I'm just letting you know that I've noticed it.
Anybody there? Excuse me.
What? A woman?
Yep.
Women are expressly prohibited.
What the devil are you doing here, woman?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from New York. Excuse me, but I absolutely must speak to you, and your monks wouldn't let me in.
Miss Walker, your female presence in this dwelling of monastic retreat is unwelcome. It is very troubling. Please leave quickly.
Please forgive my slightly cavalier methods to get to see you, Father, but my cause is just, I assure you.
I have no need of assurance, my girl. Remember, you are here beneath the gaze of the Almighty.
Of course I am.
I have a friend who is really sick. In the village, I was told that...
We must all brave the ordeals the Lord sends us, my child.
My friend is named Hans Voralberg. He has devoted his life to making fantastic mechanical machines. His automatons soothed the harsh daily labor of the people of his day, and amused them, entertained them. He's a genius inventor, you know.
An inventor, you say? The inspiration of such people is often cowed to humility before the marvels of God's own creation.
I have come to ask the assistance of the priest healer in the monastery. My friend is very unwell, and very old.
Sometimes a body weary of life refuses treatment. That is why we here tend to the soul. From what ailment is your friend suffering?
A high fever. It started with a kind of fit. He fell...
Sometimes we have to just accept the inevitable, my child, and resign ourselves to the call of time.
You don't understand. Maybe Hans is old and frail, but he has but one desire: to continue his journey.
We have to learn how to meet our fate, my child. This is God's will.
My friend needs treatment. You are the only one for miles around who can give him the care he needs.
I need a sign from the Almighty, or else I can do nothing for your friend. I am sorry, Miss Walker.
Please.
I really need your help, Father. You're our only hope.
My girl, I attend only to extreme cases, grave illness, and madness.
But this is an extreme case, Father.
There is a rule, Miss Walker. You must respect it. Bring me the imprint of your friend's suffering.
I know what you were telling me. I brought the shroud.
Show me, my child. Right. We will go search for your friend.
It's our man. He's got something.
Canton? I can barely hear you.
Mr. Mawson.
What news have you got?
I talked to the hotel guys, Mr. Mawson. She checked out of Arrowbad last week. Headed off with Hans Voralberg.
How is she?
Seems her health is fine, Mr. Mawson, but,
What?
her behavior seems...
Don't beat about the bush, Canton, please.
Look, Mr. Mawson, it's like this. I'm afraid that Miss Walker has been acting... how do you say it? Differently.
Might have been acting differently, but the circumstances are different to New York as well, so that's nothing new. I've had this conversation as well, so...
Did you sleep well, my child?
Yes, thank you. How is Hans?
I'll just go through
Alas, you brought him to us so late, my child. I fear we cannot do much. We are going to concentrate on tending to his soul.
What? What did you say?
The man is worn and old. His final hour is upon him.
But that's impossible.
Your friend is dying. You must believe me, my child.
Please take care of Hans, Father, please.
Torment yourself no longer, my girl. I will tend to the poor soul.
Can I see him?
No. I do not advise it. Deranged minds are often too addled by evil, and you could become contaminated by its sly malevolence.
Look, contagion doesn't bother me. I've got to talk with him, you understand?
The rules, Miss Walker. Remember the rules. No one talks to the sick.
I just can't abandon Hans like that. I must see him immediately, you hear?
Okay. So be it. Your friend is in the last chamber at the end of the corridor. I beseech thee, my girl, pay no heed to the imprecations of a sick, delirious, dying man. I will wait for you in the chapel when everything is over. For the formalities, you understand.
So yeah, I don't like his attitude. I don't like that he has given up on Hans and he says he's only going to tend to his soul now. Obviously that's just a case of him saying, well, your friend is dying and I'm not gonna do anything about this. And I have had a conversation with Hans Voralberg. I'll go and have that one again, and we're back to playing blind. I have also noticed before that there is something I will be able to do with this table at some point.
Cheese and dry bread. Yummy.
But for now there's nothing I can lie here. No fish candy. No candy. Nope. Okay, let's speak to Hans now.
Hans? Hans, can you hear me?
Kate, where are we?
Don't you worry. You're in very good hands. Hans, we're at the monastery. Do you remember?
In Valladolid it is 7:15 p.m. Father is always punctual. He never stays at home. He always goes to the factory. He locks himself in his office and...
No, Hans. Valladolid is where you were born. Here we're in Romansburg. Valladolid is miles away. We're going to take care of you.
Alexi. Find Alexi Tukyanov.
Alexi Tukyanov?
Alexi. He has lived with the Yukols. He can cure me.
And Mr. Eavesdropping.
Who is Alexi?
An old monk. A friend. He knows about Yukol medicine.
It seems you rate the Yukols for their medicine.
Yukol shaman medicine is very strong.
Hans, all that shaman malarkey is nonsense. You know that.
The Yukols know a lot of things, Kate Walker. A lot of things.
Why do you want me to find this monk, Alexi?
Alexi, he can treat me.
Hans, do try to be reasonable. Nobody here can treat you better than the old patriarch.
Alexi knows Yukol medicine. The old patriarch is an ass.
I agree, he is. He is an ass.
So you really think this monk can cure you?
Alexi can cure like the shaman. Shaman are the right doctors for me.
We cannot carry on our journey in these conditions, Hans. You are ill. You have to be cared for.
I must go, Kate Walker.
I said I'd keep you company until we reach Syberia. I'll be back soon.
Okay, Kate.
Alright then, so let's have a look if we can catch the monk from the other side of the door on eavesdropping, or is he gonna escape? He's trying to run away. But I think Kate has noticed. She must have.
You like to eavesdrop.
Ah, he does.
Eavesdrop? No, I clean and clean, that's all.
I cannot ask about the Alexi, brother Alexi. So let's Let's just go from the top.
I've just spoken to Hans.
And what news do you bring, my sister?
He spoke to me of one of your brothers, named Alexi.
Ah, tempus edax rerum. Brother Alexi is not of this world, my sister.
So he's dead. Fair enough.
So you don't know this Alexi, do you?
No. Omnis homo mendax.
Come on, you must know where Alexi is.
Mors ultima ratio.
Yeah, he's dead. Ooh, but I did get something. I've got a bucket here now. A mammoth. Why am I not surprised? Sister, Alexi was a man of God and my friend. He lived away from the monastery for many, many years, among the strange Yukol people of... Oh, I can't read it. Can I just move it? Like, doesn't seem that I can. People and of the great mammoths were divine to them, monk far from it, to God long something. He takes many imaginations. This might help the light of the man. Okay, but I still cannot read the whole thing. So he did live among the Yukol people, just like Hans says. I think he disagreed with mammoths being holy, because monk was far from it. I don't know, let's try to read it again. Ah, okay, there is... Hold on, let me have a look. Stained glass. And can I just read it now? Oh man. Yeah, there we go. Alexi was a man of God and my friend. He lived away from the monastery for many years among the strange Yukol people and their stories of the great mammoths of old that were divine to them. I am no wise monk, far from it, but I have prayed to God long enough to understand that he takes many different forms in the imaginations of men. Also, he assumed that it's just the same God in different form. Fair enough. This might help you. The key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. The key is in the light of the mammoth's eye. And we've got stained glass mammoth, which probably has something to do with it. Unless I can take the glass. Oh, I can't use it on the scroll, can I? I was just wondering if it's like a magnifying glass or something that will let me read a bit more into... Although, now that I think of it, let me just... I can use this bucket. I was about to say let me just go back and have a quick look at... brush. Okay, what do I need that for? What I want to do before I go and before I finish this episode, I want to go back to Hans, see if he has anything to say, and just because it came to my mind, try to use the glass on the table here. Nope. And the brush? No, okay. It will be a game of wild guesses, so
Hans?
just get used to it. Okay, in this case, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope it recorded correctly just for once, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks and bye.